Hello to 1997 Batman.com. Nice to see you. Today we are looking at this Snowtracker Batman with Arctic Combat Sledge and Polar Assault Missile. As you can see, this is boxed. I think this may be one of the first ones I've had that's boxed. So we'll have a quick look at the packaging. Let's just go into the top here. Obviously just a plain old Batman and Robin logo there with the little asterisk behind Batman. I think that is for denotes property of DC Comics Inc. Surely Batman and Robin is... Anyway, I don't know why that is. Yeah, and then we've got this very cool little artwork here at the bottom, which I always love when they draw the action figures, you know, illustrated. It's kind of sparks your imagination as a kid, you know, makes you think the kind of exciting adventures that you can do with this figure. And then let's have a quick look at the back as well. So we have actually got some instructions here of the two different ways that you can have the figure, which didn't always come with a lot of the Batman and Robin ones. Some of them didn't explain how the features worked, which was pretty frustrating. And then this was the first, I think this is some of the first wave. So you got things like Snowtracker Batman, you got Blade Blast Robin, Mr. Freeze, and these are all the kind of early designs. So as you can see, like Mr. Freeze here looks very chromed up. The actual figure itself is a flat matte grey, so that's kind of disappointing that that didn't see through to the final product. But yeah, there you go. As kind of designs go of packaging, let's just bring up a Batman Forever one, just for comparison. See, I think the Batman Forever one is just way more exciting because they put the actual illustration right up here, you know, kind of filling the thing, and then tiny little Batman Forever there. So yeah, as much as I like this, I would have preferred this illustration to be big and up here. I think that would have been maybe a bit more interesting. But anyway, let's open this figure up and have a look at what we have. Alright, so opening it up, this is how I open all my figures. I'm usually not bothered about keeping stuff boxed, but when I do, I kind of cut around the bottom here so that I can always put it back together if needs be. So we got our missile here. We're going to have to assemble some stuff. Those little bits. We've got our Batman figure. And we have, bonus. We have a little leaflet of all the forthcoming attractions from Kenner. We'll take a look at that at the end. Let's move all this to one side and put this figure together. So the figure itself, he's in kind of blue and red and black and white. Kind of for snow tracking, and it's kind of nice. They've done like a little bit of a gradient here, like a spray paint job looks like. So yeah, it's just a little bit more interesting for the eyes. Apart from that, obviously you get the red symbol and bits and pieces. This is a very familiar. These kind of red, black, and blue. Yeah, there were quite a few kind of designs that were like that. Right, so his backpack, I think. Probably clips here, I'm guessing, around the waist. Let's put them up like that. And then you've got these kind of wing things. So he doesn't come with a cape, which is disappointing. Although the capes for Batman and Robin were always plastic, so I never really liked them that much. This is one of those ones where it's sort of like the backpack is the cape, as it were. Right, so that's all you've got, really. You've got a few different things you can do with it. You can sort of fold it in, kind of shielding him slightly, or shielding his arms anyway. He's got this missile in the back, which again is much like all the Batman and Robin stuff, is one of those ball push missiles, which I don't really like. Like, I much prefer just pressing a button and letting it fire. With this, you've really got to like get all your fingers in, but yeah, it's all right. So that goes in the top like that. Yeah, and that's really that's pretty much it. It's a little bit disappointing, isn't it? It folds in, and it folds out. There was one thing on the back that it said, which was like a slightly different, where are we? This position, where he's sort of like lying down. Oh, also, interestingly, in the picture, he's got a blue missile rather than a orange one. But anyway, yeah, the orange doesn't really, now that I look at it, yeah, that orange doesn't really go with the rest of the colour scheme, does it? But anyway, so yeah, I think the other option was moving it sort of like this, No, no. Oh, that looks dodgy. Moving it like, oh, I don't know then. Yeah, no, I guess it is like that. And then you fold them down. They click into place quite nicely. Those aren't going to move. And then you have it as sort of like a sled kind of thing, but like he's not really sat up or anything. So, yeah, I don't quite get that bit. I see what they're trying to do. There are similar figures. I'm just going to get them out now just for comparison. So let's sit Snowtracker Batman to the side over here, because we also used to have the old. Oh, I can't remember what this is called now. I really should have looked this up before I did the video. But this kind of like ice sled Batman from the Batman Forever toy line, where he had a similar thing where it's meant to kind of like you meant to put him on the floor and kind of skid him across, but he also had sort of like his head could move, which was really cool, which this one doesn't. So yeah, I think I preferred that, and they did reuse this for the Batman and Robin line, and it's got all these things where you can sort of flip them over and have in different directions, and obviously you've got this translucent blue, which is very kind of like ice themed. The bits all sort of like fold in various different directions, like that's better. And then also you've got the old Arctic Batman from the Batman Returns line. I can't find the missile for this. It's in a box somewhere. But yeah, like I love this with his whole massive kind of helmet where he's got the two little points on top. So he's sort of like Mr. Freeze, can sort of like isolate himself from the cold. And then he's got this sort of wind-based missile. But yeah, I just think like for all the snow kind of stuff that they did with Batman and Robin, like they didn't really kind of think it through and come up with some cool little concepts, like this kind of like transforming sled, and this one with the kind of like helmet. This is just very, I don't know, civil servant, just doing the bare minimum. That the missile does spin. That is kind of cool. Yeah. So Snowtracker Batman. I just feel a little bit disappointed by this. It's all right. I mean, it's the same old kind of Batman sculpt. The paint job's reasonably interesting, but like, I want some translucent stuff. I want some stuff I can stick on his head or his arms or his, I just feel like this was a very kind of bog standard, as we say in Britain, Batman. And it's the same really with the packaging as well, kind of like that is such a plain, like without all the figure in it now, that is such a plain package, isn't it? But anyway, yeah, that was sort of the thing with Batman and Robin, I guess, that they just wanted kind of like just as many different coloured Batmans as possible so that kids could go out there. These things weren't meant to be collected en masse like I am doing. They were just really designed to be, oh, Mum, I want the blue and red Batman. Oh, Mum, I want the green and gold Batman. Let's have a look at this leaflet so we can end on a positive note, though. But yeah, Snowtracker Batman, yeah. If you're a big collector, this is one of the wave ones. It's very easy to come by, so you should be able to find it very cheap if you are collecting all of them like I am trying to do. Let's have a look at this leaflet, though. You got Star Wars, you got Legends of Batman, Batman and Robin, Gargoyles, Tonka, Beast Wars, and Superman. So yeah, the Batman and Robin stuff was coming a little bit closer. Yeah, this stuff is really great. This is when they started doing the kind of like transforming things. I think I have this Turbo Surge Batman. I think his little thing sort of like transforms. Your Legends Batman, which I have done a video for a long time ago. Love Legends Batman. Huge kind of Todd McFarlane-esque figures. Very worthwhile getting. Beast Wars, never a Transformers guy. Never watched this show. Never watched Transformers. Not really fussed by the films. So sorry. Star Wars, this is kind of like Power of the Force stuff from the 90s. This was kind of... Sorry, I've just seen the Han Solo jetpack. Can you see that? Wow. It's like you would not be able to carry that Han Solo. That's like 4 people on your back. Anyway, yeah, I had a few of these. The Power of the Force 2 line. They were very fun. Some more Star Wars, Millennium Falcon, don't have any of the vehicles. Gargoyles, again, another show that I just did not watch. But the figures look cool. And then you got the Superman animated. I've got some of these. I know I've got this transforming Clark Kent, which is kind of fun, where he's got kind of like a backpack that kind of hides his cape. And I think I have some more, maybe. I've maybe got the Brainiac. And then lastly, Tonka. Who cares about Tonka? And Motorix? Don't remember Motorix. Oh, it looks like, oh, you can build and rebuild. Ah, actually, that does look kind of fun. And look out for Lost World and Batman and Robin in 1997. 1997. Cool, so there you go. That was Snowtracker Batman. Glad I have it. Glad I have at least one of these boxed. But yeah, I would probably give this a miss. I would certainly have a maybe look for one of these if you're really looking for a snow-themed Batman. But yeah, probably give this one a miss. It's alright, I guess.